everybody, it's Gwen. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're trying out a new setup because I did not like the setup that I did the last sit down video. I just think it was an ugly background. So I'm trying to change it, tried to get some of my flag in here, some of my set lists because I finished hanging most of them up. Got the window. It's a small apartment, so I'm playing around with like better angles and better places to put things. I had to move some furniture for this, but it's fine. Also, if my face looks weird, I like tried a new makeup thing. If it looks bad, I'm sorry. I couldn't really change it, didn't really want to, start over. Anyways, just ignore it if it looks bad. But yes, as you guys can tell from the title, today I am filming a video all about my favorite spooky Halloween fall songs because, 'tis the season. I got my little Halloween candle right there if y'all can see it. I love Halloween so much. I have a big thing of candy right over there. Really getting in the spirit. It's October. And I realized I don't think I've ever done a video about my favorite like Halloween or just really like fall songs. A lot of it, is pop punk. I threw some classics in this list. There's some hardcore in here. Yeah, just a big mix. I could definitely do a part 2 of this video, maybe, in future years if you guys like this. But yeah, let's just jump right in and get started. So my first favorite fall tune is Laugh Tracks by Knocked Loose. Literally the Laugh Tracks flag is right there. I think specifically the title track is perfect for this time of year because of like the laughter at the end, like the creepy laugh tracks. Which, let me just put it this way, like a laugh track has always been creepy to me. I remember seeing this thing on Tumblr years ago about how like a laugh track in like the back of a sitcom is basically like dead people laughing because they were all recorded like a really long time ago. And like that just kind of stuck with me, and I feel like there's some spooky elements to this album, and the fact that they chose to put an actual laugh track at the end of the song, oh no, gives me some spooky vibes. So had to go on this list. Next, obviously I had to put a song on here by Ice Nine Kills. I'm not like a huge fan or anything, but I have some friends that are fans. I feel like I'd be doing the scene a disservice, and a disservice to you guys if I did mention at least one song by them. So the song I chose is Thank God It's Friday. This is from their album The Silver Scream, which is all based on horror films. So like I really could have put the entire album on this list. If I made a playlist, the whole album would probably be on it. This is my favorite song from that album, so I chose it. I really like this song, but yeah, the whole album is very horror movie inspired. Next are 2 songs by Panic at the Disco. We have Let's Kill Tonight and then Nearly Witches, Ever Since We Met. These are both from Vices and Virtues, which I think that whole album is a very fall album. But of course these 2 songs had to jump out at me. I mean, Nearly Witches, I used to blast this at home during this time of year. My mom and I would be carving pumpkins like circa 2014, 2015, and I would be blasting the song in the background, and my mom would get into it, we would sing all the words, I'd sing the little French kids part, like it's one of my favorite Panic songs, and I think that and Let's Kill Tonight, obviously like the title, killing, has to do with Halloween. So I just love both those songs, and that whole album, like I said, has kind of a fall vibe. Another Panic song I put on this list is Emperor's New Clothes, because every time I hear it, I think of the music video, which has skeletons and monsters and stuff in it, so I felt like it was fitting. And I feel like it has like some kind of spooky instrumentation with the na-na-na-na-na-na, finders, keepers, like, I don't know, it just has kind of a creepy vibe. Next, I have 3 songs by Brand New, which are all from The Devil and God Are Raging Inside Me, because that is literally the epitome of Halloween. That is a Halloween album. Like, you have to associate it with fall. Not just because the cover, there's like a guy in a mask thing, a little girl, and like it looks like it's fall. But I remember like driving around in my hometown when the leaves are changing colors in New York and just like listening to that album. It's just so fall vibes. So the songs I chose from that album are Sowing Season, yeah, Jesus Christ, and Handcuffs. Those are like my 3 favorites from that album, and the 3 that I think really embody fall. But man, like driving to that album, like I said, when the leaves are changing, it's just a vibe. Next, I have 3 songs by The Story So Far, because we all know Proper Dose. That album is literally my fall aesthetic. So I chose Proper Dose, Growing on You, and If I Fall, because, I mean, If I Fall, it says fall in the title. But like those 3 songs I think are my favorites in terms of the fall vibes that album gives me. But I mean, honestly, in terms of pop punk albums that I think fit the fall aesthetic, that one's really up there for me. I mean, I discovered it fall of 2018 when it was out, and that was really when I also discovered the story so far. So like listening to that album brings me back to not only just falls in the past, but specifically fall 2018, like when I moved to this city, and like I just get freshman year vibes whenever I listen to that, like freshman year, first semester fall vibes. And I don't know, it has a little special place in my heart. But I mean, I think between the album cover and just all of the kind of pop punk, you know, fall-like songs, I think it fits very well. Next, I have like Slow Disappearing by Turnover. Now, I've talked about this before on this channel, I think. If you've listened to my radio show on Loyola's radio station, I have definitely mentioned this multiple times because every season I have to mention it. So in my head, Turnover, each of their albums represents a season. Each of their, I guess, last 3 albums, I would say. I don't really know where Magnolia sits. Maybe Magnolia's the spring album, I don't know. But Peripheral Vision is fall, Good Nature is summer, and Altogether is winter. Don't fight me on this, it's true. I literally am obsessed with listening to Good Nature in the summer because they talk about the summer. Peripheral Vision is such a fall album, and Altogether just like it's cozy, it's warm, it makes me want to sit by a fire, it gives me winter vibes 100%. But yes, like Slow Disappearing is from Peripheral Vision, my favorite Turnover album, I think everybody's favorite Turnover album, literally a masterpiece. And it's funny because I discovered it in the spring, so like it used to remind me of the spring because that's when I discovered it. I discovered it spring of 2016. But since they've released other albums after that and I started kind of putting them in the seasonal category, it's definitely a fall album, 100%. And so many people agree, obviously like the cover's orange too, so it works. This specific song, I don't know why, I think it's one of my favorites on the album and I think that it really helps kind of embody fall, gives me a fall vibe. But if you want like really chill fall vibes that are, you know, not too heavy or anything, listen to Turnover. You all have probably listened to this album. I don't know why I'm telling you to listen to Peripheral Vision. Like it's like an iconic album, everybody's heard it, but I love it so much. Next, okay, this is like my only like, I guess non-pop punk, like obviously this is on this list, everyone knows the song, Shut Up, Thriller by Michael Jackson, but listen, there's other famous Halloween songs that I love. Obviously, like This Is Halloween and like all of the Nightmare Before Christmas soundtrack. Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna throw that on here. Thriller has a very special place in my heart, and I feel like this song comes on and like people bop, and I get really excited, and they don't like understand how excited I am because I knew the entire dance to this song. I performed it multiple times when I was like, I don't know how old I was. Part of me is like I was 10, but other part of me is like you were 13. I feel like I was older. I think I was like 12 or 13. But I don't know. When I was in my young pre-teen, tweenish age, I performed this. I was in like a dance troupe for this, and we did like a flash mob multiple times, and we performed this for Halloween, and we literally dressed like zombies. I wish I could go back and like find a photo. Y'all don't want to see a picture, but just picture little like 12-year-old me in like this zombie costume with like black lipstick and like zombie makeup and the whole thing. So this song comes on and I'm just like taken back, and I don't remember the dance, I wish I did, but we learned the original choreography from the music video. Another thing, one of my favorite music videos of all time. I mean, talk about Halloween, obviously, like zombies and things and all that. It's just a very iconic song, it's a very iconic video, it takes me back. The dance is so fun to do, so I had to throw it on here because it means a lot to me personally. Next we have Jet by Citizen. This is from the album As You Please, which once again is another one of those like fall albums for me, and I think a lot of people feel this way about this one. I don't know why exactly, like there's not like a specific reason. Maybe it's because the first time I saw Citizen and really listened to them was in the fall, so like maybe there's some weird distant connection there, kind of like the story so far, I don't know, but I think that this album has a very, I don't know, like rustic kind of like feel to it, if that makes any sense. You probably know this song if you're a Citizen fan. It's one of the more popular ones from the album, but definitely if you're looking for a good fall, I don't even know what genre Citizen is at this point, rock album, I don't know. Just listen to this, it's great. Next we have a throwback, and this is a little bit cringy for me to say. Some of you are probably gonna laugh, cringe, but that is You're So Creepy by Ghost Town. Yes, we all know I had a Ghost Town phase back in 2014. I had that little beanie. I think I still have it, unfortunately. But yes, I had a Ghost Town phase, and You're So Creepy, like, they're another one of those bands, kind of like Ice Nine Kills, where like a lot of their stuff was Halloween centered, you know, because literally they're called Ghost Town. But this was my favorite Ghost Town song. Honestly, if I were to play it right now, I'd sing along. Still a bop. But yeah, some of you guys might know this. If you're a bit younger, maybe not, maybe you kind of skipped that phase, which you know what, good for you. But yeah, this is a bop. Next is Gold Rush by Knuckle Puck. Obviously I had to throw a KP song up here, you know, Midwest emo, fall in the Midwest. This just, once again, has like that rustic vibe. This song gives me a rustic Midwest fall vibe because of like the rawness of Joe's voice and the instrumentation. I mean, it's a very old song by them, so you do kind of hear that rawness. It's not the most perfect production. Also, when they really talk about like gold being not be able to rest, I think of gold leaves. Like I just picture like a big tree with leaves that are like that yellowish orange color. I don't know. So this song just gives me fall vibes. Personally, I love it. I think it's great. Another Midwest emo song that gives me fall vibes is Home for Fall by Real Friends. I mean, the title, come on. And I feel like they have so many kind of Midwest emo fall-like songs, but I mean, I had to pick Home for Fall because it's fitting. So definitely would recommend this one. And now my last song on this list is Black Rain by Creeper. Obviously I had to throw a Creeper song in here. This is some of their earlier stuff. I know they're back. Their new stuff doesn't really remind me of Halloween as much as their old stuff. Like this album, the purple album, you know, that this is on. So many kind of spooky fall songs. This one specifically, the piano in the beginning, gives me such spooky vibes. Like it reminds me, if you were to search up like haunted house music or something, I feel like this is what would come up. Something like that creepy piano in the beginning. Also, you know, like I said, most of Creeper's instrumentation from this album really reminds me of fall. So if you haven't listened to old Creeper, recommend. But there you guys go. Those are all of the songs I'm gonna share with you guys today that remind me of the fall and Halloween. Like I said, I could totally do a part 2 to this in the future, so if you like this, let me know. Fall's my favorite season, so like, I mean, I could really make a whole playlist of so many of my favorite fall songs because I just love this time of year. I definitely listen to pop punk specifically, I think the most during this season. Like I switch over to hardcore once it hits the winter and it gets really cold because I'm just angry about it. But like even in the summer, I don't listen to as much pop punk. I listen to more like indie stuff, which I feel like for a lot of people it's the opposite, but in the fall, I'm just so in my like flannel beanie vibe that I just want to listen to kind of angsty pop punk and pop punk that makes me happy. So that's why there were a lot of pop punk songs on this list. But please let me know down below in the comments. Tell me some of your favorite fall songs. They could be pop punk, they could even be hardcore, they could be pop, I don't care. I could, you know, they could be oldies like Thriller. I'm really curious. Let me know, and let me know if I should make a playlist with all of these for on Spotify, because I'll totally do that for you guys. But other than that, that's going to be the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!